Welcome back. This is Sports Chat, just in case you are joining us, and we are discussing the media blackout on FKF Premier League. And the senior journalist here, Elias Makori, who is the sports editor Nation, is here. There's also Chris Maisi, who is the sports editor at The Star, and he's also the vice president of the global, that is the International Press Association, and we also have Odindo Ayeko in the house. So, gentlemen, in this second part, there are questions here that have been raised, and I can see there is one, Moses Musahulu Omusamia says that local media has not been covering the league that much. In the sports section, EPL matches are normally given more minutes with only results for local league. That in this era of social media, that can really come back to hit us hard. There is another viewer who has said that is Collins Ojuang. He says that news za sports munatangaza 0.54 seconds ni kama GIF za WhatsApp. They are accusing us that we are not giving enough coverage to local league. Is that a fair comment? Baisi.
It is not about actually sports journalists. We'll love to have half the paper sports. But it's about, I think, the attitude in the newsrooms, all the newsrooms, by the way, because we are given a section whereby you are supposed to cover, and it is not surprising that sports are put on the back pages, and we only come on the front page when something important has happened. Maybe Kipchoge has broken the 2-hour mark or something like that. But I think it's an attitude that has been built. You realize that even in newsrooms, they only come to your desk to talk to you when you have made a mistake and not when you are doing well. And I think it's an attitude that should be fast changed in the newsroom, because some of the people accusing us, I've seen, have been in the newsroom and have held very senior positions. I was looking at your Facebook. I think that people who are supposed to drive that, and people think that the sports journalist is just a joke. The way they say michezo or something like that. I think the world is changing, and we need to look at sports journalism differently. And in any case, somebody who is talking about us looking at maybe sports covering the news of the day, it is not true. Nowadays, we are looking forward to whatever is happening. For example, if a match has been played today, we will talk to the coach and give them the focus of the coach and not just that particular match. And I think everything has changed. People mix up things. They read things on maybe social media, and they assume that that is what is read in the newspaper. Some people are very lazy to read newspapers, by the way. They don't read sports. So when they look at anything that Gor Mahia has won, and they think that that is what Makori or Odindo has carried, I think it's not true. People should review the way they look at newspapers, because things have changed. We are doing features, we are looking forward to stories, and things have just changed with the digital era.
Quickly, as your closing remarks, Odindo and Makori, we've been also accused that, I can see Kali Kalito says that the same media went to bed with the federation as we speak. Some were recently put on salaried board to nominate players of the month, that kind of thing. There's Jim Onyango says that the journalism, our journalism is wanting, because we've gone to bed with some FKF officials. Are they justified in accusing us like that, Odindo, before we move to Makori for closing remarks?
I think to some extent people are out there justified to accuse the media for going to bed with the federation. But then again, it's not the entire media that has gone to bed with the federation. It's a section of 1 or 2 or 3 journalists, and okay, to some extent it's painting that not very good image. But then again, the media out there, the main media houses, none of them has gone to bed with the federation, and that's why Standard Media Group has been locked out of covering matches. That's why the Nation has taken the stand that it has taken, because there's some integrity in our media that we also have enjoyed all those years, and that's why it's Nick Mwendwa and his people are not happy, because they're in a situation where they want the entire media to continue supporting them and basically leaking whatever that they do, which cannot happen today. For a few media personalities who've gone to bed with the Federation, I think that's more of a personal decision than a media house move.
Okay, thank you very much. Elias Makori, in less than 30 seconds, your view?
Plus stoppage time, my view will be to say that, yeah, we stand accused, not all media, not all journalists are clean, and there's a lot of work to do, and that's why I must thank the Association of Kenyan Sports Journalists, led by Chris Baisi, for the workshops that they're doing to train these journalists and make them know that, the principles of good journalism, transparency and accuracy and fairness must be upheld. And also I must say that it's not all doom and gloom. The Federation has done a lot of good things. I must commend, people like Ken Okaka, for example, the communication department. They have really transformed that sector, and they're getting in results, videos and photos of league matches and other things happening. But really, Nick needs to look at himself in the mirror and see the mistakes bringing. He has a great team at FKF, but he's running them down to the ground by his unilateral decisions. So yeah, there's work to be done in the media, but we shall not, stop this fight. Yes. We are the Nation Media Group, with the blessings of editorial director, Mr. Mutuma, we have said we shall not cover any FKF league, any FKF activity until they come to the table and apologize and let our journalists do their work diligently.
Thank you very much. I've been speaking to Elias Makori, Chris Baisi, and Odindo Ayoko there. Gentlemen, I want to thank you so much. I hope this will be brought